One of the main reasons why we wanted to do a school like this, obviously for us to build a project like this in the UK, where we're from, I feel there's so many things in place for people in the West, and they don't have that type of structure in third world countries like where we are today. What's my main reasons for choosing orphans? The main reason for choosing orphans because even Islam emphasizes on the importance of orphans and looking after them. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he emphasized on this, and he lost his parents too. So in essence, he was an orphan as well. Doing this type of work, alhamdulillah, I've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about myself as well, and I've learned about the importance that these children need to be supported and be treated in the right way. You know, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, anyone who looks after an orphan will be this close to me on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So the aim of every Muslim in particular, because this is part of our beliefs, is that we should be looking after these type of children. This should be our goal and ambition, to help these type of kids, because at the end of the day, they need the support. They need that assistance, and it's important for us to play our part.
24 minus D equals to 11. Now, you said 24 minus 11. If you take minus 24 from it.
At the end of the day, as a Muslim, I'm trying to put something in place that when I meet my Lord with something. Do you get what I mean? Doesn't mean that everything I'm doing or anything I'm doing is going to be accepted, but I'm building up a case for myself. And also, when you come to countries like this and many other countries, you see the orphan children are treated like trash. So we wanted to make a change, and we wanted to build a standard. And we hope, inshallah ta'ala, other schools, other orphanages will come and see the work that we're doing and want to implement the same things we're doing in their schools. And we just want to be an example, a role model to the others, to let them know that you don't have to beat the kids, you don't have to say bad words to them, you don't have to disrespect them, you don't have to make them feel like trash. You have to more learn to understand these children. You know, like there's basic things like knowing that a child might have learning difficulties. If a child has learning difficulties, doesn't mean the child is silly or dumb. It doesn't mean that, but that child needs a little bit more support. So we want to build these bridges and open these type of windows so people can understand these type of things, so the country can develop. Well, when the first time I came back to Africa was in 2015, April. And I came here for a holiday. And subhanAllah, what I encountered really surprised me. You know, I started visiting a lot of Islamic schools, orphanages, boarding schools here. And the treatment that I saw the children were getting were really, really shocking. For example, we would tell them that, you know, it's not good to beat the kids. And they would agree. But then when we leave, I'd come back and ask the children, did the ustads beat you? And they would say, yeah. Another thing that we try to implement in many of the schools is to have some type of routine for the young people, to let them know that, you know, let them have a bath in the morning, let them cream their skin, let them look after themselves. And none of the schools that we worked with deemed this to be important. You know, they just seemed it like something we were telling them to do is extreme. So with these basic hygiene problems that you see with all the schools, all the kids had ringworm, and some of the kids had worm in their bellies and what have you, because of the hygiene problem, and things were spreading quickly. And especially when we're getting donations from people, people expect certain things. So when we're going to schools and we're refurbishing them and what have you, the people who are donating are expecting that the kids are being treated well. So when I know personally, I'm on the ground and I know that the kids are not being treated well, that's when I said, you know what, I have to stop doing this. I have to stop raising money for other schools and build our own school so we can keep up to the standards that our donor and us ourselves as Muslims expect. That's when we came to the conclusion that, you know, there's no longer, we can't force people to change. At the end of the day, if you don't want to change, then there's nothing you can do. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, He will never change the condition of people until they change the condition of themselves. So I set up the charity called Spot, supporting the people of Timor with the goals and ambitions to help young people. That's our ethos. It's all about the young people and for them to have a better life. And alhamdulillah, we're here now in 2018 and we've managed to build the mosque, a sleeping area, a purpose-built kitchen, and a wudu area for the children. Once we finished the masjid and the sleeping area and we started bringing kids in here, that's when my heart started to open up even more, because I saw where a lot of these children are coming from. I visited their houses and whatnot, and all the children that we have here are coming from extreme poverty. You know, majority of the kids here don't have no mother and father. As we speak, just 2 days ago, one of the children here, whose father passed away, his mum passed away 2 days ago. Now he's left with no mother and father. We have the madrasa as well. We have the day school, so that's open for anyone. So currently we have like 24 students. So that's open to anyone in the community. No one doesn't pay here, everything's free. In regards to the boarding school, yeah, we do get a lot of people coming here, But because people are so desperate to get their kids in here, you get a lot of people coming in and telling lies. Like we had one particular case whereby a family came here and told us that the child's an orphan, they're looking after the child, and that was the father of the child standing in front of us. We more go and look for the children, or we use our networks to find out about if there's any children with this situation. It's kind of better for us to do that because then we have some type of chain of narration. For the boarding school, our criteria is that the children are orphans. They've either lost a mother or father, or they've lost both parents. So all the children that we have currently in the school, that's their situation. Also, we would consider kids who are coming from extreme poverty as well, because there's some children that we've come across that their situation is even worse than orphans. So we look at that as well. But our main goal for building this place was for orphan children. This is what we want. We need to help them type of children. So at the same time, that's our main criteria, that the child is an orphan, and they haven't got no financial support as well, because just because a child's an orphan doesn't mean no one ain't helping them. If we go and assess their situation and see that, you know, they have someone looking after them, they're in a good condition, then we won't take a child like that.
We are the children of Sport Academy. We are the children of Sport Academy. We are the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of tomorrow. We must help each other. We must help each other. We must stick together. We must stick together. We are kind. We are kind. We are strong. We are strong. We are clean. We are clean. We are organized. We are organized. We are truthful. We are truthful. We always smile. We always smile. We are the children of Sport Academy. We are the children of Sport Academy.
In regards to the development of the children, I feel like every child who's entered here has changed, because number one, when the children come here, 9 out of 10 of them, furthermore, all of them, they come here with no underwear, no pants, no socks, you know. They come here many of the times, they haven't bathed, you know, they have no type of routine. So the first thing we do is put a routine in place. Do you understand? So the kids know what they do on a day-to-day basis. The second thing that we done is character building. So we tried to get the kids to stand up in front of the other kids and speak about themselves. And you see a lot of them are shy, they can't speak, they put their head down and what have you. So we tried to knock that out of them quickly, because at the end of the day, you need to have some type of confidence to excel. You can't be shy and shallow, because no one will take you serious. So we tried to do all these you know, development programs here for the children so they can change. And we've had kids come in here who were like a shell, and now they're very open. You can speak to them, hello, how are you? And they're very easy to speak to. When they first come, they were, hello, they'll nod their head, or they just had no confidence whatsoever. So we emphasize on building confidence. It's very important. We want all the kids in the school to have confidence, you know. And yeah, definitely, you know, I feel like every child who's come here has changed. We've seen a massive change in every child, because alhamdulillah, we have the facilities and all the things that many of these children want, you know, and we can provide that for them here. So definitely I would say that in regards to child development, this place is making a massive change for the ones who are fortunate to come here. So in regards to the future, the next plan is, right now, we just want to build a purpose-built school, because right now we converted upstairs to the mosque and put classrooms there, and it's not proper. So we want a purpose-built school that our children can benefit from, and also the children in the community can benefit from. Also, we want to have a system whereby we can invite doctors, we can invite people who are professionals who can come here and help the school, advise us, get involved. These type of things, this is what we're trying to have, that type of network. We want to be an organization that is open to all. People who are good, who have got you know, different abilities, can come and get involved. And finally, what I would say is that once we've completed this project, I would love to find someone or organization or maybe a charity who would be willing to sponsor the school so that it can run. And also we're looking at other means of raising money, like investing in small businesses. We were thinking about investing in maybe in transportation and stuff like that, so it can generate some type of income for the school. And apart from that, my goal and ambition is, once it's finished, is to try and build maybe primary schools. You know, because the primary schools are really needed here in the Gambia. Free education. I know what it takes now to run an orphanage, and it's difficult. If you're really running it and trying to run it properly, you know, having child protection, safeguarding, all these type of things is a big thing. It's not simple. So bearing all these things in mind, it would be easier for us afterwards, inshallah ta'ala, to build primary schools, because SPOT is about supporting the people of tomorrow. That's what it stands for. So one part of supporting the people of tomorrow is giving them education. You know, so this is part of our plans, and this is inshallah our future.
You can't tell by his dress code, but you can tell by his character. He hold the door open for a stranger and share his food with his neighbor. He's got the best of manners, life managed by the best of planners. He doesn't swear when he talks, he keeps his head down when he walks.